Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Sorry for the slightly late start, but we are live now before the game gets started, so that's the main thing. Hope you're all well. Hope you're looking forward to a good game. I'm really looking forward to this. It's Newcastle Barcelona game, match day 1 of the Champions League. Just as we Just before the players come out onto the pitch, let's quickly go through the teams. So Pope is in goal for Newcastle. Then it's Trippier, Shah, Byrne, Livramento. Then it's Guimaraes, Tonali, Joelinton, Elanga, Gordon and Barnes. For Barcelona, it's Garcia in goal, and it's Koundé, Araujo, Kubarsi, Martin, De Jong, Pedri, Rafinha, Lopez, Rashford and Lewandowski. So immediately there you'll notice that there's no Lamine Yamal. So that's a big blow for Barcelona. He's got a bit of an injury that he's been carrying and he's missed the last couple of games, and by all accounts he's going to be missing some more. So it's a bit of leveller for Newcastle. Just waiting for the teams to come out onto the pitch now. Massive crowd inside St James's, and it looks like every one of them's got a black and white scarf as well. Really makes a fantastic atmosphere. Magpies at the back there. You should see that. It's white, black with gold. Looks really good. What an atmosphere. They certainly will be the 12th man for Newcastle in this game. Both teams are in the tunnel now, waiting to come out. Referee's just ready to lead them out. Thanks to everyone who's joined us before the game gets started. If you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber. Hit that like button as well and the notification bell, then you'll be informed of all the live games that we do. There'll be plenty to do over a weekend. I don't know if there's a live game tomorrow or not to do. I can always take a look at that. But we'll be doing the Leeds United Wolves game on Saturday. Just bear with me, I'm just messing about with this. Just trying to get the games for Saturday up if I can, just to see. Teams are being led out onto the picture now anyway. We'll go through the usual procedures before the game gets started. Both teams lining up on the pitch there before they do the shaking of the hands. I must say that some of the Barcelona players do look a bit intimidated by this atmosphere there. Look on the faces. Just playing the Champions League music there and the crowd's all joining in. It's a great atmosphere, it really is. All the youngsters there just taking the flags and what have you off the pitch while the teams go through the shaking of the hands. So we're not far away from kick-off now. So Newcastle are playing a 4-3-3 formation where Barcelona are playing a 4-3-2-1. So different formations. We'll see how it goes. Newcastle obviously very secure at the back. They've got the best defensive record in the Premiership so far. So they'll be hoping to be difficult to break down in this game, and hopefully they'll have enough firepower up front to be able to put a couple in the net past Barcelona. Newcastle just lining up for a team photograph yet, so you're not missing anything just yet. Two captains just coming together. Yeah, Barcelona playing the 4-2-3-1. Lewandowski will be the man up front to add the firepower up front, and they've certainly got that. I mean, Lewandowski's knocking on a bit now. Marcus Rashford will be hoping to impress. I don't think he's had the greatest of starts with Barcelona so far, so he'll be looking to impress here. Certainly being back in England. Newcastle in their usual black and white striped shirts, black shorts, and the black socks. Barcelona in there like an orangey outfit with black trim, orangey shorts. It's not a deep orange. It's a very light orange, but it's not the usual kit we're used to seeing. And Barcelona are already lined up on the left-hand side. Newcastle just coming out of their huddle. It's going to be Barcelona who kicks off from left to right in this first half. And away we go. Played forward long. Header won by Rashford, would you believe? It's cleared away straight away by Cher. Helped on by Guimaraes. Headed up in the air by Araujo. Rashford nudged in the back, loses the ball. Long ball forward, looking for the run. All the way back to the keeper. He's almost closed down, almost lost the ball. Just escaped a yard from him. He was almost closed down there by Barnes, but they've picked up again in the penalty box. Now over he goes. Referee's having none of it, and Harvey Barnes got up and ran off. He didn't even appeal for it. It was Araujo in the back of Harvey Barnes. Just eased him off the ball. It's not a foul, that. And Harvey Barnes, to be fair, didn't appeal for anything. Garcia with the long goal kick. Nothing short of this first one. Lewandowski beats Cher in the air. It's volleyed higher up into the air. Trippier tries to put it inside. Played into the middle. Spread out wide to the right-hand side now. Rafinha lays one back inside, makes a run into the box. It's shot from the... He screwed that one well, rather. The right-hand post from about 25 yards out. It was optimistic. He never had a proper setup. His balance was all off. Guimaraes is knocked in the back, and it's a free kick. That's Joe Linton. They've both got that grey hair now. Or is it blonde? It looks grey. But anyway, it's a free kick for Joe Linton. Trippier comes across to the left-hand side. It's just on the left-hand side, just inside Barcelona's half. But Trippier's going to put this one in, and Burns has gone up for it. Right-footed to the far post. Drops over. Burns hooks one back in. It's hooked out by Araujo. High though, still in the box. It's headed a bit further away. Rashford comes up with it. And Livramento is quickly onto Rashford, and it's put out for a throw to Barcelona. Voltemade, I'm surprised he's not starting today, having scored, but he's on the substitutes bench, and I guess he'll get to come on later on. The referee's just having a word with Joe Linton and De Long. Obviously, there's a bit of a coming together, but it seems friendly enough. Throw still waiting to be taken. It's taken short. Being forced back, it goes all the way to the keeper, and he's almost closed down again. It's twice he's been lucky with that, but certainly Newcastle are working hard with that press, and the crowd are right up for this. Throw. Araujo plays it across to the right-hand side. Rafinha sweeps it across, looking for the run of Rashford, but it's cut out by Trippier, and then played across to the left-hand side. He's looking for Barnes, but it's poor ball there that's put out by Barcelona. Joe Linton, Livramento, but between them they've lost the ball. They can come away down that side. Rafinha with Lewandowski supporting him. Rafinha comes inside. Guimaraes breaks the play up, but it's Frankie de Jong who plays it to Livramento. He gives it to Guimaraes. On the right-hand side, Trippier. Elanga now. Chance to run at the ball. He gets it. And it's gone. What a chance. Anthony Gordon in the 6-yard box. All he had to do was side foot it into the net, and he let it go through his legs. What a start that would have been. I've seen the replay of that again, but that's brilliant by Elanga. He got to the byline, crossed it back, cut it back to Gordon, who was coming in at the near post. He went to sweep it in with his right foot, and it went between his legs. What a chance. It's played by Martin down the left side. Rashford is under a lot of pressure there. Martin tries to clear it, but it's deflected out by Elanga for a throw. Here it comes again. Elanga cuts it back with his right foot. And how did he miss it? Straight through his legs. He tried to sweep it in with the side of his right foot. Missed it, and it went between his legs. Guimaraes. Joe Linton back to Guimaraes. Ball throw. There's through here. Harvey Barnes. And he's offside. The goalkeeper, to be fair, made a good save, did Garcia, and it went wide, but he was offside. Take a look at that again. Oh, yeah, he's half a yard offside there. He tried to just chip it over the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper came out. The goalkeeper got a piece of it, deflected it wide, but that's two good chances that Newcastle have had. Garcia has the ball now. Goes wide to the left. And Newcastle are really squeezing him in at the corner flag there. And Gordon's won the ball back. He's given it to Elanga. He was looking for Guimaraes on the edge of the box. It was deflected away, but Newcastle win the throw. Throw's taken quickly. Trippier plays it all the way back. Ends up with Pope. Pope drills it out first time. Headed away. Comes out to Livramento again. He's got Tonali. Try to put the ball down the line, but it's cut out. Throw. Goes away back to Burns to the halfway line. Burns gets it back on the left-hand side. Plays it onto the left. It's Barnes. Barnes plays it inside, gets for the return and gets the return. He puts a cross into the box, but Garcia goes down to his left and makes the save. Bit too close to the keeper there, but good 1-2. Tonali and Barnes. Garcia overarms the ball up to Rashford. He's slipped away from Trippier, and Rashford's got a lot of space to run into now. To the edge of the left-hand side of the box. He's cutting in, puts his shot in, and it's deflected away. I think that was Shea that eventually got the tackle in. Just see what he did. It's well done by Rashford, but he didn't look confident as he got to the edge of the box like he was going to put it in. Didn't look like what he... Shea's with him. And I thought Shea had deflected it away for a goal kick, but it was an awful drag wide with his right foot by Rashford. You see, he's not an actual goal scorer there. So it wasn't even close. He pulled it well wide of the post. Pope goes wide. Headed out. Trippier was beaten to the header, but he gets the throw on the halfway line on the far side, the Newcastle right. Ball's thrown inside. Goes out to Burns. Got Livramento in support. It goes across to Shea. Shea turns one way down the other and then lays it out back to Pope. Pope out to the left-hand side. Livramento is under pressure immediately, is Livramento. But plays a good ball inside to Joe Linton, who turns, looking to get Harvey Barnes away, but it's deflected. And Barcelona pick the ball up in midfield. Goes out to Rafinha. He's got a bit of space now. Plays a ball into the 6-yard box, but there's no one was reading that from Barcelona, and it rolls easily through to Pope. Long ball. Looking for Anthony Gordon. Falls over. Araujo meets the second ball and heads it all the way back to Garcia. Comes out to De Jong into the midfield. Lewandowski's gone down, but it's Rafinha. Rafinha's halted by Joe Linton, who gives the throw away, but he stopped that attack. Lewandowski having a word with the referee there. He's having nothing to do with it. Rafinha gives the ball away. Goes all the way back to Pope from Tonali. Pope lays the ball out. And that's Livramento's gone down after that header, that challenge with a head injury. Referee stops the game. Referee just pointing to his head injury. Coaching team, doctor, whoever it is quickly on to see to Livramento, who's stayed down. You're not missing anything. Well, Livramento gets a bit of attention. The teams are taking a chance just to rehydrate because it is a warm night out there tonight. Even the crowd, they're all in T-shirts. It's been unusually warm for the time of year, but good for football. Livramento is back on his feet now, but he's going to have to go off spend his 30 seconds on the touchline. .13 minutes played, but it's been absolute 100 miles an hour. Ball goes down the line again, the right hand side, looking for Elanga. He can't catch up with that, and it skips its way through to Garcia, who picks it up and brings it to the edge of his box. Remember, he's only got 8 seconds to roll it out, and he does do, to the right hand side. Koundé, he's closed down. Ball goes high to the edge of the Barcelona box, headed up into the air. Elanga's going to challenge for it. Comes down to Tonali. It's inside the box now. We've got a chance here of Newcastle. It's Trippier. He tries to chip it to the back of the box. Harvey Barnes now tries to put a cross in with his left foot. It's deflected off Koundé for a corner. And Trippier, I thought he was going to have a go there. He had a bit of space. It did open up for him. And he didn't look like he had the confidence to do it. There, hit it now. No. Yeah. And Trippier's going to go across to the left-hand side here to take this corner. Right-footed in-swing it. Dan Burns is up there again, as you would expect. Trippier takes it short to the near post, got back to Trippier. Trippier puts a left-footed low one in that's deflected away off Rafinha. Did it go out for a corner? Yes, it did. Wasn't the best of set-piece corners there. I bet this one goes in this time. We've got Joe Linton and Burns in there. You've got to swing a couple in there. And it comes this time. It's another short one to the edge of the box. Into it. It's put back into the box. It's going to come to Garcia, and on the edge of his 6-yard box, he makes a comfortable catch. So that's 2 poor corners from Newcastle there, really. You can see it's training ground stuff that they're trying to do there, but sling one in there. It's De Jong in midfield there. Araujo spreads it across to the left-hand side. Rashford there, lays it back to his fullback. De Jong, back again, De Jong. Back to Kubasi. Koundé on the right-hand side. Back to Kubasi. Araujo. Everyone behind the ball for Newcastle there. It's just short of the halfway line in the Newcastle half, and Newcastle are not going to put a challenge in until it goes further forward. Out to Rashford. He flicks it inside, but it's headed away by Shah. De Jong has it on the centre circle. Martin cuts back inside. Kubasi. Newcastle just begin to push forward again now. De Jong lays it out to Koundé. Koundé has been forced backwards though by Livramento, but he turns and comes forward again. Lays it out to the right side to Rafinha. On his left foot, he tries to put a ball in looking for Lewandowski, but it's headed away. Another man down there. Rashford tries a ball looking for Rafinha. Ben gets his foot in, it goes high, and it's still bouncing in the Newcastle box. Rafinha gets the ball now close to the corner flag. Lays it back. Koundé. De Jong. Plays it across to Kubasi. Back to De Jong. Centre midfield. De Jong again looking to orchestrate the play in that midfield there. Kubasi. Kubasi has it again. Now De Jong. into Rashford. Rashford lays it back. It's with Rafinha now. He puts a cross into the edge of the box, and it's Pope was beaten to it by Lewandowski. Lewandowski couldn't deflect it into the net. It bounced into the 6-yard box. It's a good challenge by Pope there, because Lewandowski just got the run on Share there, and Pope had to make a challenge, and it's just enough to be able to put Lewandowski off. Joelinton picks up the goal kick, but he's bundled over and it's a free kick. Frankie de Jong doesn't agree, but it's given. Trippier lays it to Elanga. Guimaraes, no space to work in. Wins the throw though on the far side. Goes off Pedri. Trippier's going to take the throw. Elanga goes long, but it's played inside to Anthony Gordon, who's body checked, goes down, and the free kick's given. Yeah, not much doubt about that. Kubasi. Just waiting for this free kick to be taken. It's Trippier and Elanga are over this. Into the 20th minute. Best chances have still fallen to Newcastle. And it comes now. It's headed away by Araujo. Harvey Barnes tried to knock it back to his man on the halfway line. Rashford got in between. Had a run at goal, but Trippier did great to cover from the back. I think in the end there was a bit of a body check on the edge of the Newcastle box that the referee has penalised. No, it's a bit further on than that. It's a free kick halfway inside the Newcastle half, but Burns has come forward for this. Tonali right down to Burns, but he can't win that, and it's hooked further away, and it's a man-on-man here by Tonali. Lewandowski, and Tonali does it well. He's not happy with the challenge from Lewandowski, but it was one-on-one, and you'd expect that from a seasoned pro like Lewandowski. He knows this, he knows how to play the game now after all this time. Burns gets himself in the way in front of Rafinha. Tonali's away now. He's got Elanga out on the right-hand side. Elanga's got a chance to get into the box. On his left foot, on his right foot has the shot. It's good defending by Martin, and he eventually clears the ball away. Trippier gets his head to the ball, heads it high in the air, headed further on. And Gordon didn't make a challenge there. He's just coming back from an offside position. It's with Garcia. Garcia goes long. Lewandowski heads it down. It's picked up by Rafinha. Rashford now on the left-hand side. Comes into the box on his right foot. Leaves it to Rafinha. He tries to get himself a cross in there. And Joelinton struggling to get it away. The deflection takes it back to Rashford. He can lay it back. De Jong, Pedri, Kabasi. It's all the way back to Araujo. Back to Pedri, chips one down the line for Rashford in a bit of space again. But he tries to take Trippier on, and Trippier takes the ball off him quite easily and gets one Guimaraes away. And that's a great run by Elanga, and he's away down the right-hand side now. He's bearing in on goal. He gets across to Harvey Barnes, and Harvey Barnes, what a save. I thought he was going to put it in with his left foot at the far post, and somehow Garcia got a leg to it and kept it out. Great play by Newcastle. Livramento now. Throw to Newcastle. That's great by Guimaraes. He knew that Gordon was offside, so he held it until Elanga made a run on the outside. And he laid it to him, and Elanga had a run at goal. Great cross to the back post, and Harvey Barnes' shot is well saved by Garcia at his right-hand side. Terrific start to this game. Livramento's going to take a long throw. Look, by looks of things, he's level with the penalty area. And it comes. Headed into the box. Burns is battling for it. And then it's going to come back. I don't know why the referee let the ball go to the halfway line before giving the foul, if that's what he's going to do. I don't understand the delay. Just looking at that chance again. It's a great cross by Elanga. And Harvey Barnes couldn't really have done much more. It's just a great save by Garcia. Rafinha now into the box on the right-hand side. Tries to put his cross in, but it's blocked by Livramento, and it's a corner. I think it's probably the first corner that Barcelona have had. Looks like it may be Rafinha that's going to take it as well. Kabasi comes up. De Jong comes up. Araujo's going up as well. So they're going to put this in. Left-footed in-swinger from Rafinha. And it comes now right to the back post. Flicked away by Cher. Ball's recycled to the Rashford. Rashford puts it across, but it's cut out. Livramento let it go too far in front of him though, and the challenge comes in. Livramento's gone down. Rashford was the one who played the poor ball, but he atoned for it by making the challenge on Livramento. Livramento's up on his feet again, hobbling on that right leg, but he'll run it off. Throw to Barcelona on his right-hand side, looking for Lewandowski, but Burns is there. And then Livramento's barged in the back, and the free kick's given. Tonali goes down challenged. And it's a free kick to Newcastle. Comes into Gordon. Gordon's challenged and lost the ball, but the deflection takes it all the way across to Burns. Burns plays it to Shah. Shah plays it down the line for Joelinton. Joelinton's played it forward, looking for a run of Elanga, but it's far too far. Goes all the way through to Garcia before Elanga can even get anywhere near it. Overarms the ball out, but Shah beats it. Rashford gets the ball though. And Joe Linton gets a yellow card for what? It may have been a foul, but it didn't look anything. Oh yeah, it's pulled him back from 2 or 3 yards away. First yellow card of the night goes to Joe Linton then. Free kick's taken short. Goes to Rashford. Pedri. Back to Rashford. Rashford lays it across to the right hand side. Goes to Araujo, but it was behind him. It's forced him back, and Newcastle have just pushed up here. And De Jong is being forced back by Tonali. 1-2 turns, and has to go all the way back to Garcia, and it's good pressing by Newcastle there. Not letting Barcelona settle on the ball. Garcia plays it into the middle. Cher played Lewandowski nice there. He took the ball and knocked him to the ground. Burns goes up to take the header away from Garcia. Livramento picks the ball up, plays it inside, but it's taken by De Jong away from Tonali. Rafinha plays it out to Trippier, gets in there, and Elanga is away on the right-hand side again now. Anthony Gordon goes down. There's a ball into the box. It comes back to Elanga from the clearance. He has to go back to the edge of the box. Guimaraes gets Elanga in again. He's got a space to put a good cross in this time. To the edge of the box, it's headed away. It's going to be Livramento. Gives it back to Barnes. Barnes puts his cross in, but it's a poor one this time. And on the 6-yard box, Garcia makes an easy catch. Elanga's been on fire. It was a good pass to Barnes. Well, this time, Rashford, again, has had the ball taken off him by Trippier. It's made it too easy. It's not been very impressive, Rashford, so far. But Pedri has the ball now. He's coming across the front of the box. Lays it out to De Jong, back to Rashford. On the edge of the box, chips one in. It's too high for Rafinha, and it goes over the goal line at the back post for a goal kick. And Rashford hasn't been very convincing. He's got in some great positions with a bit of space, but his final ball has been woeful, to say the least. Goal kick to Pope. It's quite noticeable that Newcastle are not playing the ball short from these goal kicks. They're going long. That's aimed at Joe Linton. Ball goes to Pedri. Koundé. Foul, but Koundé gets the ball back. Then the referee gives the foul. Cher on Lewandowski. Lewandowski just on the ground there saying that's 3 times, ref. Yeah, it goes right through the back of him. Lucky to not get a 3-4, he's saying. Yeah, it's 4. He's right then, yeah. Free kick to Barcelona. They're not in a hurry to take it. They're slowing the game down. It's been taken short. De Jong now floats the ball into the back post. Araujo, but it's headed away by Joe Linton. Pedri lays out to there's a man down at the back there, but he seems to be getting to his feet now. No, he's not. He's gone back down again. It's Araujo by the looks of things. And eventually the ball is put out by Barcelona so that he can receive some attention. He's holding his stomach. Did he get an elbow? just a bit of a... It gets up above Trippier, and Trippier just gives him a little elbow in the stomach, but I can't imagine it's as bad as he's making out. While we're waiting for the game to start, if you're not a subscriber, please do hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. It just helps the channel grow. And if you'd like to join us for further live watch-alongs, hit the notification bell. Throw to Newcastle, which they've given straight back to Barcelona. And it comes to Araujo, seems to have recovered all right now. Goes to Martin. It goes round Elanga, plays it into the middle to Lewandowski, who holds the ball up, turns one way, turns the other, gives it to Pedri. Bit of space in front of him. He's got Koundé wide and Rafinha even wider. Rafinha comes back in on his left foot. Plays it back into the middle to De Jong with a bit of space in front of him. Goes to his left. Goes out to Kubasi, to Rashford, back to Kubasi, to De Jong, back to Kubasi, back to De Jong. Side to side from Barcelona at the moment. Well played inside. Lewandowski has a shot from the blocks, but it's Fabian Schär blocks it nicely. De Jong has it now. Bit of pressure here from Rashford on the edge of the box. Chips one in. It's flicked away to the back post. Lewandowski reaching for it. Hits it with a volley, but it goes all the way across to the far side to Rashford. De Jong has the ball from Rashford. Gives it inside. The chance of a shot. It's played on the edge of the box. It's played into Lewandowski, left-footed. It's deflected away by Livramento. And Rafinha at the far post miscues his shot and it goes out for a goal kick. So it's the first bit of real pressure that Barcelona have had. Schär takes the goal kick long. Harvey Barnes. Joe Linton gets the header back to Harvey Barnes. Harvey Barnes flicks it inside. Looking for Anthony Gordon. Joe Linton's in there. But the ball's allowed to run out for a throw to Barcelona. 64% possession to Barcelona. I'm surprised at that. Maybe I'm not taking into account the fact that Newcastle have been hitting Barcelona on the break. And Pedri puts the ball out for a throw to Newcastle. Livramento is going to take this one. It's deep inside the Barcelona half on the Newcastle left. It's given to Tonali. He plays it to Guimaraes, but he's lost it. Lewandowski now. Rashford's with him. Rafinha's with him. De Jong gets the ball, drifting across to the left-hand side. Turns back inside, gives it to Pedri. Pedri goes out to the right-hand side. It's Koundé, he's got a cross in from there. Dan Burns plays it away. It's back with Pedri, back to Koundé though. Barcelona are enjoying a lot more of the ball than Newcastle over the last 10 minutes. De Jong in the centre circle. Rashford back to De Jong. Pedri in the centre of midfield is seeing a lot more of the ball now. He sprays it out to the right hand side to Rafinha. He cuts inside. Gives it back to Pedri. Pedri moves it across to the left hand side. Played inside to Rashford. De Jong. Pedri again. Pedri telling his men where to move, but they didn't move. De Jong, Rashford on his right foot now, goes round his man. Can he get a crossing? He can get a crossing. It's deflected by Fabian Schär. And then Livramento, I thought that had gone out. But Koundé's taken it off him anyway. Lopez, De Jong on the edge of the box. Right hand side. Rafinha. Holding on to the ball. He's going to take it into space and he's brought down. Guimaraes. In a dangerous position here. 38th, 39th minute. Newcastle just need to hang on a bit. They've been under the pump for the last 10, 15 minutes. Barcelona beginning to assert themselves. It's about 25 yards out, just to the right of the Newcastle goal. Pope just lining up his wall to cover that left-hand post. Rafinha's over this. And he's the only one, so he's going to have a go, is Rafinha. And he comes now, he puts one in and it's too high and over the bar. And Pope had it covered anyway. Not the best from Rafinha. Got it up all right, did Rafinha, but no chance of it coming back down. Tonali just having a word with the referee, just wandering off towards the sideline. I think he's all right. Crowd just trying to get behind Newcastle again, just trying to lift them a bit. Pope to take this goal kick long again. Right-footed. Headed back by Fabian Schär, picked up by Guimaraes. Tonali in midfield, sprays it out to the left-hand side to Barnes now. Comes inside. Gives it to Livramento. He plays it inside for Barnes. Barnes is not brought down. There's a big appeal for a foul. But the ball came off Barnes under the challenge and it's a goal kick. That's not a goal kick. I thought it had been given as a goal kick. It's been given as a corner on this left-hand side for Newcastle. Elanga's going to take this one. Burns is stood right on top of the keeper. In fact, it's too close. The referee's going to have a word with him. And it comes now. Garcia gets a good punch on it. It's helped on even further by Rashford. Trippier now on the halfway line. Sweeps it across to the left-hand side. Burns is still up there. Wins the header. Joelinton. Schär missed it. Elanga still has it now. Comes out to Burns. Is he going to put a cross in? He is. He's headed away though. Doesn't meet the first man. Livramento hooks it back in again. Joelinton wins it. But an offside flag's given. Eddie Howe not happy with that decision, but managers rarely are. The free kick's going to be left to Garcia. Played into Pedri. Rafinha helps it on. Pedri's gone for the return and gets it. Tonali wins the ball though. Gets it into Joelinton. Joelinton spreads out wide to Trippier over the height. Gives it to Elanga now on the right-hand side. Martin has got with him. Cuts inside on his left foot. Lays it to the edge of the box. Joelinton, it's a poor ball to the back of the box, but Gordon can get it back under control. Turns into the box again. On his left foot, gets his cross in, but Kunde diving in front of him deflects it out for a goal corner. It was a poor cross from Joe Linton. Gordon got it at the back post, but none of the Barcelona defenders actually came out to engage him quickly, and he had a chance to turn and set himself for another corner. It was a strange defending that by Barcelona, but anyway, the result is a corner. Ilanga's going to take this again from the left-hand side, right-footed in-swing. There's a lot of pushing going on in there again. How the referee can let that go, I don't know, but in it comes. It's headed away at the near post. It's picked up by Livramento. He's going to put a right-footed one deep, but that's going to be too close to Garcia, and he makes a comfortable catch with no Newcastle players anywhere near him. Throws it out to Kunde on this right-hand side. Stops on the halfway line and waits for support. It's De Jong that's supporting him. Pedri and De Jong. Pedri again. De Jong. Goes out left. Rashford comes short. Gets the ball back to Pedri. Into the 45th minute. Just waiting to see how much added time there will be. Martin goes back to Kubasi. De Jong drops his shoulder, goes back to Kubasi. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. Bit of space in midfield. Tries to flick on inside, but it's too many Newcastle players around him. Guimaraes is brought down. Martin's going to get a booking for that, surely. And he does. Yeah, missed the ball completely, did Martin. It wasn't a nasty challenge by any means. 2 minutes added time. Guimaraes is still down. He's got a bit of a mark on his right shin there, so he was caught. If he'd been wearing shin pads, he probably would have not felt that, but don't look like he's wearing any. Yeah, they're just saying on commentary here that they should make these shin pads bigger. They're tiny little things, and they're not protecting the full shin, and that's why Guimaraes felt that. Ball comes in long from Pope. Chested down by Byrne on the edge of the box, but it's headed away. Tonali heads it forward. Is Byrne going to get in there? It's certainly going to change Kunde. Kunde turns one way or the other, then gets it down the line. Byrne gets penalised for the challenge on Kunde, who's down on the floor holding his right shin. And Byrne gets a yellow card. Just see how bad that challenge is. Yeah, he did. He caught him on the right ankle. Crowd's booing, but if you see the replay there, probably fair enough for Dan Byrne there. Yeah, and again, Kunde's got such a tiny shin pad on there. Proper sized shin pad like they used to have would have protected him from that. Anyway, we're well into added time now. The free kick's going to be taken by Garcia, and then probably the referee's going to blow the whistle. Garcia being told to hurry up, he's wasting time. Drills it long. Lewandowski's beaten to it by Byrne. Ball's headed out. And that's it. The referee brings the first half to a close. And I think it's probably fair to say that Newcastle had the better of the chances, although Barcelona have had the majority of possession. Chance for you to get your comments in. Let us know what you think so far that first half. It's a good first half for Newcastle. It's just a pity they haven't stuck one in the back of the net. And Trippier going off there with Rashford, having a couple of words with each other, obviously English teammates. Rashford's seen plenty of the ball on that left-hand side, but he hasn't created anything. What he's done in the last third, his final pass has been quite poor. And Newcastle have had the better chances. We'll just take a look at the stats for this first half and just see what it says. I think it's going to say that Barcelona have had the majority of the possession. We'll just go through the Champions League scores at half-time here, and a game early on. So Club Brugge beat Monaco 4-1. That's a full-time score. Copenhagen and Bayer Leverkusen drew 2-2 as well. That's a full-time score. Now a half-time score, or just short of half-time, is Eintracht Frankfurt 3, Galatasaray 1. Man City and Napoli are drawing 0-0 at half-time. And Sporting CP and Kairat, it's 1-0 to Sporting CP. Sporting CP and Kairat, I've never heard of either of those sides, but that's by the by. Looking at the stats so far, well, it shows that Barcelona have had 66% possession. That would be right, as Barcelona dominated that last 20 minutes. Expected goals, well, Barcelona are leading that 0.67 to 0.41. Would you believe that Barcelona have had 9 shots to Newcastle's 3? I'm surprised at that. Newcastle have had 2 on target, Barcelona have only had 1. So Barcelona have been wasteful with their shots. Total touches inside the opposition box, 17 to Newcastle, 21 to Barcelona. Goalkeeper saves, well, that tells you everything for the amount of shots that's been. Garcia's made a couple of good saves, and Pope has made 1. Corners favour Newcastle, even though they've had less possession, 4-1 there. So that's the stats as we see it at half-time. Thanks to everyone who's watched that first half. Really do appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber. Hit the like button as well. It just helps the channel grow. And the notification bell if you want to join us for further watch-alongs. The next one, I don't think there's a... I'm not sure if there's a Premier League game tomorrow. I'm just going to have a quick look at fixtures for the Premier League and just see what it says. I'm not sure that there's one on Friday. No, so the next game will be the Wolves Leeds United game, 3 o'clock kickoff. So join us at 2:45 for that one on Saturday. If you can, hit that notification bell, then when these games are advertised or they're put out on the channel, you'll get notified. And then on Sunday, if you can join us on Sunday for a 2 o'clock kickoff between Sunderland and Aston Villa, should be an interesting game. Chance for you to get your comments in. What you think of that first half. Let us know what you think. You've heard what the stats are. What do you think? Who's going to come out on top on this one? I mean, even if you don't have a clear comment, how about our score prediction for the second half? Simply Joy is enjoying it. Great game, she says, so far. And it has been a good game. The first half has been a really good game. And Simply Joy is enjoying it. Thanks for joining us, Simply Joy. It's great to see you. Give us a score prediction. Thank you to Simply Joy, who's done the like and subscribe. Apparently there's been problems with the algorithm in YouTube just recently, and some of the channels have been missing out on likes and subscribes and viewing figures for one reason or another. Simply Joy's going with Barcelona. Barcelona 2. Really? Wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that you've just been to Barcelona, would it, Simply Joy? Oh, your origin is from Spain. Oh, now I understand that, so I can understand why you're a Barcelona fan then. Well, you'll be happy so far because Barcelona have been the better side, although they haven't scored. It's a close game, very close game now. But you think that Barcelona are going to score 2 in the second half? Yep. I'm just looking at these replays of these chances for Newcastle earlier on. The best one was the Anthony Gordon one, where he had to do just side foot it in and missed it completely, went through his legs. Unbelievable. One for Barcelona where Rashford cuts in, lost the ball. And then Elanga makes this fantastic run down the right-hand side. Eventually again ends up coming across to Harvey Barnes, and it's a great save by Garcia at the near post. Spreads himself well. Newcastle did have early intensity in that first half. They were pressing high up and they were winning the ball back in a dangerous position from Barcelona, but as the half wore on, they tended to drop back and sit back and let Barcelona have more possession just all around about the mid-third of the pitch. So we may find that Eddie Howe is going to get back into his troops and say to them, look, you've got to pick that intensity back up again. If you can get an early goal, put some pressure on Barcelona. Let's get this second half timer ready. Because we won't be far off starting the second half. Don't forget our next watch along is Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff, Wolves versus Leeds. If you can join us from that. Next game will be Sunday at 2 o'clock. Hit that notification bell so that you'll be told of every video and every live stream that we're doing. Great to see if you can join us. The more the merrier. Get your comments in now while the game's at half time. Let us know what you think. Give us a scorecard. What do you think it's going to be? What do you think the game's going to finish? Would you make any changes? Is Volta made to come on yet? Would you bring him on in the second half and start pumping the ball into the box? Give him a chance. Must be a chance. Must be a chance of doing that. Eddie Howe probably will be thinking of it sooner or later. Maybe not to start with, but 15, 20 minutes into the half, he's got to give him a chance.
FBD stands for support. We support farmers across Ireland in our 34 branches nationwide. FBD Insurance. Support. It's... Okay, I see you. Okay, let me see you, Jerry. Now take it back. Let me see you rock off. Shake off. Let me see you rock off. Let me see you kick right, now kick left, now step forward, now step back. Bring the energy. You copied Saoirse in on that email. I know. What am I like? Here she is with Father. Aoife. Saoirse. Anything you'd like to say about breakfast?
We're just waiting for the game to come back. The TV coverage is still on advertisements. So you've still got a chance to get your score prediction in before the second half starts. Are we going to see more of the same? Are we going to see Barcelona dominating possession and Newcastle looking to hit them on the break? They lost that intensity late on in the second half, and that's where Barcelona came right into the game. I think that if Newcastle are going to break Barcelona down and actually win this game, they've got to keep the intensity up. They've got to run and close them down and press them high like they did in the early stages of that half, and that created chances for them. They've got to do that again. They eased off. I think that Eddie Howe will know that and will be telling his troops, get that intensity going. Barcelona didn't look comfortable with the pace of the early exchanges from Newcastle, and he's got to get his team running hard at them again, creating chances, getting Elanga on the ball. He's had a great first half, or a great first 25 minutes. He didn't see much of the ball for the last 15 or so, and Eddie Howe will want him to get more onto the ball, you would imagine. We'll just look at the half-time scores. There will be half-time now. Half-time, Eintracht Frankfurt 3, Galatasaray 1. That is half-time. Man City, Napoli half-time 0-0. 0-0 in this game, and 1-0 to Sporting CP over Kairat at half-time. We'll try and keep an eye on those scores as we can, but we are going to be concentrating more on this game. Match day 1, it's always important to get away to a good start. 3 points would be perfect for Newcastle in what is expected to be one of the more difficult games. Just looking at highlights from the Man City game. And that was a foul on the edge of the box on Haaland there, but it wasn't given against Napoli. Well, it was, and there's been a Napoli player sent off, so Napoli are down to 10 men. I guess they considered that to be a goal-scoring opportunity. Just looking at a few of these fouls that picked up yellow cards, and I don't think that any of them can be really argued about. Dan Burns looks to be about the worst one of the lot. His challenge on Koundé. It looks like the players are just on the way out now for the second half. Newcastle will be kicking from left to right as we look in this second period. Don't think there's been any changes. Barcelona getting into a team huddle again. And surely Eddie Howe has said to his troops, get stuck into them, hit them hard, press them high. It's going to be Newcastle kicking off this second half from left to right. And away we go, second half underway. I don't know what happened there, but it's just kicked straight out. A new ball's being brought on, so maybe that ball was a bit flat. No, I don't know. Starting the game again. Here we go again. And again it goes. Oh, I don't understand that. I mean, they've just humped it out on the left-hand side, just kicked it straight into touch like a rugby kick. I don't understand that. Maybe they want to put pressure on Koundé down that left-hand side. And Joe Linton gets his challenge in. He's appealing for a corner there, but the referee's having none of it, and it's a goal kick to Barcelona. Don't understand what they did there with that goal, that kick-off. Just kicked it straight into touch. Martin being pressed by Trippier. Marcus Rashford has put the ball out under pressure from Trippier, and it's a throw to Newcastle on this near side now. Trippier. Ball goes out. Tonali tried to keep it in. Throw's taken quickly. Guimaraes gets in there. Kubasi plays it all the way back to Garcia. Garcia under pressure. Gets it away. Dan Burn beats Rafinha to it. It's a high header. Headed away again by Kubasi. Picked up by Livramento now. Gets the ball down the left-hand side. Barnes tries to cross it. And that's Kubasi who got his challenge in, and it goes out for a goal corner on that far side. Newcastle left. Alanga's going across to take it. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Burns, Gordon, Guimaraes right on the keeper there. So they're going to swing it in under the keeper's nose. And it comes and is. It's headed in, is it? Oh, Joe Linton's headed it just over, just wide. And wide does it go? Joe Linton there gets up in front of everybody, and it's a yard wide of that back post. And Newcastle starting this second half off like they started the first half. They're pressing high. Barnes with a shot is blocked by Araujo. Comes to Livramento though. Livramento's got Kunde with him. It's deflected out for a throw. Livramento's going to take this though. It's going to be one of his long throws. Burns is at the near post for the flick on. Joe Linton's in front of Burns as well. And it comes now. Burns flicks it on. Flicked it on. Rashford was in there by looks of things, and he might have got just a toe end on that ball. It was flicked in. The ball's hit in the direction of Rafinha, trying to get them on the break, but it goes all the way through to Pope, and he lays it back out to Trippier. Trippier's got Tonali in support on the right-hand side. Plays it down the line. Elanga plays it inside for Tonali, who's gone for the return. Tonali's going down the line. He tries to give it to Elanga, but Elanga wasn't on his bike, and it was not a bad ball, that, on the inside right position, and Elanga gave up on it before it was hit. Garcia gives it to Conde. Ball's deflected inside to Rafinha. Lewandowski now gives it inside to Pedri. Pedri in the centre circle. Gordon makes him check back. De Jong. Rafinha, it wasn't the best of passes to Rafinha, but he brought it down nicely and gave it back to De Jong. Now Rafinha again, who's double back behind him. Pedri into Lewandowski. Lopez. Rashford. It's a shot. It was deflected on the penalty spot as he hit it forward. On the penalty spot, he had the whole game goal to aim at, did Rashford. And he hit it, and it hit someone straight in the head. Cher, it was who got in the way of it, and he's gone down and not moved. Rashford hit him from virtually point blank range and struck it quite well. Just checking his head, I think. He's conscious, he's not out of it. Not missing anything yet. Well, Cher gets some attention. If you will, please take this opportunity to become a subscriber while we're missing nothing in play. Hit the like button as well and a notification bell. Cher has sat up now. Voltemada there, warming himself up just in case. Cher's got to his feet, but the referee's saying to him, you've got to go off to the sideline before you can come back on. Corner's taken short. Rashford gets the ball back. Has to go back to Pedri. Pedri plays it inside. It's behind Rashford, who went for the return. It's cleared back down the line, but it's only straight to Pedri. All the way back to Garcia, but Garcia is well out of his area. Out to Conde. Played inside by Rafinha. Burn defending, gets it across to Barnes. Barnes lays it back to Livramento. Livramento goes across to Share inside to Joelinton. Joelinton to Livramento. Livramento goes down the line looking for the run of Elanga. It's a great run as well. There's nobody in there to cross it to. Joelinton. Guimaraes has had a poor pass and it comes out to him, but we've won it back again. It's Joelinton again. Gives it to Elanga again. Elanga puts a cross in and it's away by Koundé. Back to Elanga again. They've got a chance to put another cross in, keep the pressure on. Trippier now. Guimaraes. Still in the box, lays out to the edge of the box. A chance of a shot here. And it's Tonali straight at the keeper. Good play though by Elanga down this right-hand side with plenty of support from Trippier and Guimaraes. Joelinton wins the ball again in midfield, gives it to Tonali. Tonali plays it into Gordon, but Kabasi wins the ball. And Pedri comes away over the halfway line now. Got it in behind Shea, but Byrne is covering behind and puts the ball out for a throw on this near side. Lopez all the way back to Martin. De Jong comes short for it. De Jong gets it back from, I think that was Kabasi. Rashford now in an inside left position, lays it out. Martin, Rashford again, but his left-footed cross is a wild one. It's almost bounced on the far corner flag. That's typical of his play. Thomas Tuchel is in the crowd there watching Rashford, and he's seen that there's been no end result from Rashford. He hasn't created anything, even though he's got into some good positions. And that's got to be disappointing for a player such as him. It won't be impressing his Barcelona teammates. Remember, he's only there as I was only on there on loan for this season. Manchester United don't want him back, so he's got to be looking to cement a place with Barcelona. Up goes the head. Kabase. Martin hooks it high in the air. Still bounces once. Bounces a second time. Trippier's working hard to win it back. Guimaraes does. All the way across to the left to Harvey Barnes, who's making a run. Koundé with him, puts his cross in, but Koundé gets a foot to it. Comes out to Livramento's on that far side. Back to Barnes again. Livramento overlapping. Can he get his cross in? He can, but Koundé blocks it again. But it's at the expense of a corner to Newcastle. He's had a good game with Koundé so far. He's solid. But that's a corner on the left-hand side, which Elanga's going to take right-footed again to swing another one in. Up come the big boys, Dan Byrne. In fact, Elanga's going to leave it to Trippier this time. Still going to be the same thing though, right-footed in-swinger. Newcastle rings around the ground. In comes the corner now. Byrne, but it's off the top of his head. Rashford tries to play it down the line. Tonali's in there, deflects it away for a... It's a throw. Haaland has scored for Man City in the 56th minute. So 1-0 against Napoli. Newcastle win the ball back deep. Tonali, Guimaraes, but he's lost the ball. And it comes out to Koundé on the right-hand side. He lays it down the line to Rafinha now with a bit of space. On his left foot, into the box. Has gone past Burns. Is right across the byline there, but he's been forced back out again. He lays it back out to De Jong. Koundé, who's high. Cross comes in. What a header by Rashford. He's put it in the back of the net and he's done nothing all game, but he's put Barcelona ahead, and that's a fantastic header. on the penalty spot. He was all alone, and he powered it into the bottom right-hand corner past Pope, who couldn't keep that out, and Barcelona take the lead against the run of play. And you wouldn't have put your money on Rashford to put in a header in. Just get a look at that again. Comes out to Konde on the right-hand side. He brings it onto his left foot and puts a curler in there. And Shea was just a yard or two off him on the penalty spot. And he just gets his head in front of him and puts it into that bottom right-hand corner. And that's a great header. And Barcelona have the lead. A solid header there. Pope was nowhere near it. Thanks to Jay Cottages who's watching. It's nice to see you here. Thanks for joining us. We've just seen the first goal of this game. Rashford has put Barcelona ahead. Simply Joy will be happy with that. Lopez has a shot that's deflected off the head of Shea, I think that was, over the bar and away for a corner, and Barcelona are beginning to take control of this game now, and Eddie Howe is looking to make some substitutions possibly. Voltemada is stripped off and ready to come on. Rashford's going to take this corner from the left-hand side, the right-footed in-swinger. And it comes near post. It's headed away by Tonali, but it's gone out for another corner, has it? No. Lopez, Rashford. In again. Headed away. Koundé picks it up in midfield. But the ball is played away by Joe Linton. He tries to get Gordon away, but it's a poor one there. Barcelona get it down the line again. It's coming to Lopez. Lopez has to turn back inside. Gives it to Pedri, who's running that midfield for Barcelona now. De Jong with him. Probably had the most touches of the ball of any of the players on the pitch, De Jong and Pedri between them. Referee stopped the game. Shea. This could have been from when he was hitting the shot in the head by Rashford's shot early on. Maybe he's feeling the effects of it. Maybe he's feeling a bit dizzy, but he's just sat down again. Changes for Newcastle. No surprise there. Voltemada's coming on. Looks like Murphy's coming on as well. 4 changes for Newcastle. Just see how this plays itself out. Looks like Fabian Schär, with his head injury, is finished for the night. So Harvey Barnes is going off, and Joe Linton's gone off for Willock. Voltemada's come on. Murphy's replaced by Harvey Barnes, is replaced by him. Shea has gone off. So Joe Linton, Barnes, Elanga and Shea. I'm surprised Elanga's gone off. He played well. He's had a good game, even in this second half. Willock, Voltemada, Murphy and Thiaw has come on. I can't believe they've taken Elanga off. Kabasi to Martin. Garcia who drives it long. Comes out to the left-hand side. Anthony Gordon, who's on the left-hand side there, is brought down by Kunde and the foul is given. 63 minutes gone. Anthony Gordon's been swapped across to the left-hand side now. Chance for him to put a ball into the box for Voltemade. Tian looks a big guy as well. Burns is in there, so they've got some height in the box of Newcastle. Looks like Tonali is going to swing this in right-footed from the left-hand side. Can Newcastle get themselves back into it? In it comes. It's too close to Garcia. There's no challenge on him, and he makes a comfortable catch. Wasted is that. Out to Kunde on that far right-hand side. He chips the ball down the line for Rafinha. Takes it beautifully. Livramento tight to him. He puts it on the inside to Kunde. Tries to lay it back into Rafinha's pass, but it's played out, but then it's won back again. De Jong flicks one into the box. Headed away. Thiaw. Kunde again though. Pedri. Out to the left to Martin, to Rashford on his left-hand side. Gives it back to Pedri. De Jong. De Jong gets it across to Kubasi with a bit of space in front of him. He lays it to Rashford. Inside to Pedri. Referee gets in the way. Out to Martin. Rashford again. De Jong in midfield. Pedri. Back to Rashford. Flicks it inside. Work hard to get the ball back again, Barcelona. Guimaraes under pressure. The throw goes Newcastle's way though. Guimaraes lays the ball back. Trippier. Trippier goes all the way back to Thiaw. And he goes all the way back to Pope. Pope to Byrne. Byrne's lost it to Rafinha. And he's lucky that the ball went out for a throw. Newcastle ball. Well, I've just been running Rashford down saying that he's had no end product so far, and then he puts a header in like that. Willock's flicked that on, but it's hooked away. High into the air. Lewandowski working for it. Thiaw volleys it away. Headed straight back in again though. Rashford gets the ball at his feet now. Moving across the right hand side as the shot in the back of the net. What a goal from Rashford. What a goal. From wide on the right hand side, he's unleashed an unstoppable shot that's flew into the top right hand corner past Pope. And what have I been saying about Rashford? I should have kept my mouth shut. He's smashed a fantastic second goal in. That's class. Absolute class. To see that again. Where did that come out of the blue? He took the ball on his right, across to the right-hand side, just created a bit of a shot. And the angle was... Oh, what a shot. Like a rocket in off the underneath of the crossbar. And Pope had no chance. It was well out of his reach. That's a great strike. You're not going to see a better goal today. 2 goals to Rashford, 2 goals to Barcelona. Heads are gone down. Heads have gone down. Rashford's taken this game away from Newcastle. And I have to say that Simply Joy said Newcastle would lose this game 2-0 to Barcelona. And at the moment, she's very right. Barcelona fans are very happy with this now. Ball's out on the left-hand side for Newcastle. Played inside. There's a offside given there against Livramento. And Kubasi's going off. He's picked up an injury for Barcelona there. And looks like Torres has come on. Ferran Torres. Former Chelsea player. Goal scorer. Ferran Torres has come on for Lewandowski. Kubasi is being replaced by... Just get to see who's come on for Kubasi. Christiansen has come on. That's better, isn't it? Thiaw gets it across to Trippier. Trippier tries to put one inside. It's Guimaraes who was under pressure, but he's done well to give it to Tonali. Murphy hoists one into the box, to the back post. Anthony Gordon's going to keep it in. No, he's not. His control is poor. And he can only manage to put it out for a goal kick. Just seeing that strike from Rashford again. I don't know what speed he hit it at, but it went in like a rocket. Barcelona are well in charge of this game now. Torres playing down the middle for Barcelona now. Doku has scored a second for Manchester City. They're 2-0 up against Napoli now. Willock coming across the right-hand side is trying to get Murphy in. Rafinha is away on the right-hand side now. Into the box on his left foot, cuts inside, opens it up and hits a shot, and it's only just wide of that right-hand post. And Rashford's really come alive in this game now. Look at this pass. Rafinha was put in by Rashford on the right-hand side, a switch pass. And that's only a yard wide, is that from Rafinha? Could have been 3 and that would have been game all over. De Jong wins the header. Comes down to Pedri, gives it back to De Jong in midfield. He plays the ball looking for Rafinha down the middle, but it bounces twice and goes out for a goal kick. Down the line, Voltemade, with the ball at his feet, wins the throw, does he? No, it goes out. It's given to Barcelona. Conde is going to take it. In no hurry. 17 minutes to go. It's Barcelona's game, is this? Christensen lays it out to Martin. Martin plays it inside, but Kieran Trippier is going to get that ball. He tried to get Murphy in. Martin got his way in the way and give it down the line again. Voltemade now from the throw in the box, comes out of the box. Voltemade plays it at Tonali. Don't we could do a great deal with that. It was fizzed at his head, went to his feet. Burns brings it down on halfway. Tiao, nice little turn. Gives it to Livramento on the left-hand side, and he's got a chance to run forward. He's got Gordon in support. He goes for the return, does Livramento, but Anthony Gordon's just coming across the field. Plays into Voltemade. It's a good touch. Guimaraes with his left foot shot is comfortably saved by Martin just to his left-hand side, but it's the best opening that they've created on the edge of the box for a long time. Good play between Voltemade and Guimaraes. Rashford again slips Trippier and is away down this left-hand side. He's on fire now at Rashford. Into the box. And he just let the ball get away from him. Trippier got back and just took it off him. Trippier still sat down. I think he's running out of legs, having to chase Rashford up and down that left-hand side. Hello to her, C. Says hello to all viewers. She's watching the coverage and enjoying it as we see Rashford's run down there, and it just took a bit of a bobble. Just took a bit of a bobble, otherwise he'd have been in there. Trippier looks knackered. Trippier's actually going off. Maybe they're substituting him. Botman comes on for Trippier. Trippier's run his race today. Trying to help it on to either Gordon or Voltemade. It's cut out and put out for a throw to Newcastle. On the far side, the left-hand side. Newcastle running out of time with 14 minutes to go. Joe Linton plays it in. Willock. He's got Murphy. Tries to put his cross in, but it's blocked by Martin. Gets the ball back, does Willock, and lets it run out for a throw. Murphy takes the ball, takes the throw in quickly. It was a poor throw, but it ends up at the feet of Burns. He gives it to Tonali down the line to Gordon. Gordon's got a bit of space to attack that line, but again, his first touch is poor, and Koande gets in. What was it? Araujo has gone down. Possibly two more substitutions for Barcelona here. Over on that far side, it looks like it's going to be another Livramento long throw. If they're going to get anything out of this game, they look like they really need to score from chances like this. And it comes. It's flicked on. Dan Burns. Bruno Guimaraes is beaten to it. Livramento flicks it back in again. Botman's lost the ball. See how he's battling for it. He's been held there, but he still gets the ball out to Willock. Willock puts a cross in, it's low, and Garcia is down again on his 6-yard box to gather that easily. Pedri gets the ball from Martin. He gives it to De Jong, who's not far from Pedri every time he gets the ball, and he's running away into midfield. Slips Voltemada away, gives it back to Pedri. Pedri to De Jong, and De Jong's going to go back to Garcia. Conde, Pedri, down that right-hand line, lays it inside, goes for a 1-2 with Conde and gets it back to Pedri, creating some space nicely there. Got a ball out to this left-hand side, and he gives it to Martin, supported by Rashford. Pedri gets the ball back again. De Jong supporting him. De Jong to Martin. Inside to Rashford. Rashford tries to play the ball inside for... Was that Torres? Tonali gets the ball away anyway. Rashford has come up with the ball. Lost it under possession by Murphy. Guimaraes lays it into Gordon. Gordon's got Livramento on his left, but the ball was slightly behind him and Conde got in there. Rafinha's picked up the ball. Got it back to Conde. Pedri in centre midfield. Back to Conde. Newcastle seem to have run out of a bit of legs. The press isn't there anymore. And Barcelona are dominating possession at the moment. Pedri and De Jong running the show in midfield. Conde inside, looking for the run of Torres. Torres goes down, does he? No penalty. Down the line, looking for Gordon. Gordon's been ineffective in this game. Conde didn't have to do much to be able to take the ball off Gordon. That's disappointing from the England man. Rashford's gone down. Rashford down in the centre circle. He's saying to the referee that he got an elbow. Just see what happens here. Oh, there's nothing in that. Martin's gone off. Rashford's going off. They're just showing those two goals. If you get the chance to see him on the TV later on, don't want to miss those two goals from Rashford. Garcia and Olmo have come on. Garcia. Tonali wins the ball. He was being held there by De Jong, and De Jong gets a yellow card. And you would think that if Newcastle are going to get anything out of this, they've got to score now with less than 8 minutes left. They want quality into the box. Ball goes out wide to Gordon. He puts a cross in. It's a poor one. It's headed away by Pedri. Picked up by Guimaraes. He's hoisted it high. There's nobody there though. Garcia heads it, but he's giving it back to Tiao. Murphy now. Murphy nutmegs Pedri. Tries to pull a ball inside, but it's intercepted. Olmo using his experience. Torres tried to play a back foot passing. It's cut out there, but they've won the ball back in midfield again. It's Pedri with the ball at his feet. He's going to wait till someone engages him because it's all Newcastle's time now. Goes all the way back from Araujo to Garcia. Garcia right-footed long, looking for Rafinha. Byrne heads the ball away. Koundé heads it forward. De Jong battling with Tonali. Turns. Olmo gives it to Pedri. Pedri gets the ball back. Gives it back to De Jong. I'd like to know how many touches of the ball Pedri's had tonight. It's gone all through him. Him and De Jong have run that midfield. Foul given there. Free kick to Barcelona. Pedri just turned away easily. Ball out to the right-hand side. Can Rafinha bring it in? Brilliantly brought down by Rafinha. Koundé gives it back to Rafinha, who's coming across the front of the box. Tries to play a ball through it. It's somehow come back to Rafinha again. Pedri again. Plays it inside to De Jong. Koundé out to the right-hand side. He's been forced back by Livramento. Back to De Jong again. Pedri. Araujo back to De Jong. Foul there by Tiao. Pedri. Olmo can't get through. He's blocked. Tiao. Murphy skips away. Has to come back inside. Lays into Willock. Spread out wide, looking for Murphy. Tonali's whipped it across to the left. No chance of anyone getting that. Never mind Gordon. Pedri again. Torres can't bring that ball down. Guimaraes picks it up in midfield. He's under pressure though, and he's given the ball away to De Jong. Crowd groans. Livramento is having to go back. Down the line. Poor ball back by Gordon. Puts his team under pressure. Burns brings it out. Livramento. Played into midfield. Guimaraes goes out to the right to Tiao. Tiao spreads it left. Anthony Gordon now on the left-hand side. Koundé is with him. It's laid inside to Willock. Willock is moving forward into midfield. Willock is losing possession. He's let it run away from him. And Barcelona are swarming around him and they're coming away on the counter now. Rafinha gets the ball inside the box on his left foot. Turns onto his right, back to his left. Little nutmeg. And Lopez leaning back has scooped one over the bar. Dan Byrne coming down the left-hand side to halfway. Gives it to Anthony Gordon. He plays it inside to Voltemade. He's under pressure. He's fouled and the free kick's given on the halfway line. Taken quickly. Dan Bain. He's not going to make a run down the line, is he? No, he turns back inside. Gives it to Guimaraes. Coming across. Sweeps one out to the right hand side. He was looking for Murphy, but it's too straight and it skips through to Garcia, and he's not going to rush. Voltemada's going to have to come and make him pick the ball up. Into the last 2 minutes plus any added time. Headed on by Torres, but Thiau's going to pick the ball up. Played inside to Guimaraes, immediately under pressure. Tries to get the ball out to Murphy on the right-hand side, but it's behind him and it goes out for a throw. Throw to Newcastle. Murphy's going to take it, striding forward, pinching a few yards. And to the last minute, Guimaraes gives it back to Murphy. Comes out to Thiau, plays it back inside. Guimaraes, Tonali, Voltemada, Guimaraes, Murphy away on the right hand side. He just crosses in early, and it must be Gordon. And Gordon has pulled one back. Side foots it into the goal with his left foot. Is there hope for Newcastle? Gordon at the back post is onside. Left-footed, just slides it inside the right-hand post, and Newcastle are back into it with maybe a couple of minutes extra time. So yeah, want the cleanest of finishes by Anthony Gordon, but it counts. 7 minutes added on. Wow. Can Newcastle force an equaliser like they did against Liverpool? Foul given on Tonali by the referee. Free kick to Barcelona. 7 minutes. Played inside to Torres. It's headed away. Voltemada brings it down. He's under pressure. There's 2 men around him. No support from his teammates. Barcelona really slowing things down now, as you would expect. And Murphy's penalised for a foul there. And it was a 50-50 ball. And the referee's got that wrong there. Pedri has the ball now. Garcia plays the ball through for the run of Torres, but Botman's across stops him from getting to the ball, and it runs out for a goal kick, which they're going to take quickly. Crowd is really up for it now. Barcelona substitution just to slow things down a bit more. So Lopez has come off. He's not had the greatest of games. And Casado's going to come on for him. Still waiting for the goal kick to be taken. There'll be time to be added on to the time added on. Ball comes inside to Pedri. Clever little inside drag back into the box. Drags it back again. Rafinha to the edge of the box. Pedri goes out wide and gets the ball back, looking for the return. De Jong. Koundé. Didn't come to Koundé. It does now, though. Back to De Jong. Possession stuff. Pedri. Araujo plays it forward. It's brought down by Livramento, though. Anthony Gordon. He's got to bring it under control. Plays it inside, and it's a poor one. Livramento wins the ball back, though. Gordon again down that left-hand side. Koundé gets his foot in. Livramento gets it back. Tonali now. And the ball is put out off the foot of Tonali. Throws taken. Pedri. Foul given. They're not going to rush on Barcelona. Pedri now coming forward. Not very quickly. It's going to go all the way back to Garcia. Garcia's going to drive it long. It's low and long. Tonali goes down in centre midfield, but it's not given. It's Rafinha now on the right-hand side. Into the box on his left foot, cuts back, gives it to just a great Dani Olmo on the edge of the box. It's a right foot shot to the left-hand post, and Pope is down quickly to make a good save. It's a good strong hand by Pope to keep that out. Barcelona still have the ball on that right-hand side, though, with Rafinha. Koundé. Christensen has it now, De Jong. Rafinha. 1-2. Rafinha gets the ball back. Gives it to De Jong. Koundé. Koundé back to De Jong. Inside now, Torres. It's a shot over the bar. Look like there might have been a bit of a deflection on that. Her flick, saying time up, calm it down. Even the linesman is saying to him, hurry up, come on, take this corner. Rafinha now. Back inside. Rafinha gets the ball back now. It's a shot that's a low skimmer that's easily saved by Pope to his right, and he gets the ball away straight away down this right-hand side. And it's being pulled back, is there? And that's going to be a foul there. And Casado is going to get a yellow card for that. And he was dragging him back for about 6 or 7 yards. I mean, it's not even subtle. And Pope's going to take this free kick and he's going to launch it into the box because it's nearly time. Koundé, but his ball has given it to Livramento. Livramento's Pedri picking the ball up, wasting more time, then throws it out to the left. It's going to be a long throw from Livramento. Last chance for Newcastle. Can they do it? Everybody in the box, all the big guys are there. And it comes now. Flicked on. Shot that's blocked. Another shot that's it. It's Tonali who side-footed one straight at the keeper through a crowd of players, and he makes a comfortable save. And maybe that's Newcastle's last chance gone. And that's it. Whistle goes, game over. And it's Marcus Rashford's 2 goals that take the points for Barcelona. And to be fair, there were 2 great goals that deserved to win a game. And after his struggles in the first half, he came alight in that second half and turned it on. And Newcastle just couldn't live with it. 2-1 to Barcelona. Thanks to everyone who's watched the live watch along. If you can join us on Saturday for the Wolves-Leeds game, please do. And before you go, please hit the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, hit the like. It just does help the channel grow. And the notification bell if you want to be informed of our watch-alongs and videos. It's been great having you join us. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. But until then, we'll end this here.